So, yeah, I mean, it was kind of a sad and depressing movie, and for a lot of reasons. Also, it seems hard to, that these weren't even emails, that they were like handwritten letters in 2020. Which is fine.
But it's a weird mix with handwritten letters, and then they're also texting anonymously.
Yes.
Which is not a 1990s thing.
I mean, it's a weird thing because, you know, why were the texts anonymous? That made no sense. Like, yeah. So he's only capable of emojis. And to save some of his awkward dates, because he has nothing to talk about, Ellie is like texting her while he's sitting across the table from her. And she's just supposed to believe that he's doing the texting, yet not able to say any of these words to her.
Also, I have no clue what's going on.
It's really pushing the boundaries of what we credibly can believe.
Yeah, I think we went past it.
Okay.
But
so
that's
for you,
okay.
Sean, the problem was mostly that it was slow?
Slow.
Okay.
Very slow until the end.
Yeah.
A lot happens in the last like 20 minutes. So I feel like the pacing is off.
Okay.
But really the slowness is what kept me from getting more into it, I think.
Okay. Interesting. So you were not a big fan?
Not a huge fan. It's all right. I'm not going to go off on it. It didn't make me mad.
Wonderful.
There were some cute parts, but overall, it's not the strongest teen drama, melodrama. The nice thing is no teens died. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but usually they're dead or dying, right? And this one didn't have to lean on that, so that's a plus.
Yeah. Okay. It's a plus from Sean.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was really interesting because it was a lot darker and more introspective. I mean, I obviously did go in thinking that this was going to be like a lighthearted teen rom-com, and it wasn't. Not only does a love triangle form, but like a love rectangle, or I don't even know how many points were really on this shape.
Lines in the middle too.
Yes. So it was a little messy. It was hard to keep track of, you know, what's developing where and who's writing to whom and who's actually falling for whom. And, you know, gosh, was high school really that messy? Yeah, probably it was. Probably it was. And I was back in the day when, I mean, we had email even when I was little.
Yeah, I didn't have email. We did exchange handwritten notes.
I mean, so did we, because you could write them during class, because we weren't allowed to text during class. Like, apparently these kids all can.
You know, we probably would have been allowed if the technology existed.
Okay, poor
never
Sean.
had to cross that bridge.
Poor Sean. So yeah, I thought that Ellie Chu was kind of a refreshing protagonist. You know, she's a nerd and she never has the moment of taking off her glasses and letting her hair down. She gets to stay the nerd the whole movie.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think we are done with that trope, hopefully, for good.
I doubt it.
No, you're right. It'll come back.
Doubt it.
But they didn't run into it on this one.
Yes, not on this one.
They did manage to avoid a lot of the cliches. Not all, but a lot. So it's a different movie than what you tend to see in this genre.
And Ellie's family are immigrants. So we don't focus on this, but we brush a little bit just on this sort of difficult experiences they've had growing up in this, well, she's had growing up in this small town and having never really left it and seen wider America. You know, she came from China directly to this little town, and yeah, and her family has seen some hardship because of it. So yeah, I do think she is interesting and like crazy talented. I mean, there was one thing that bothered me, guys. They had like a mandatory talent show.
How rude.
Yeah, that was awkward.
It is awkward. You're just asking. You're just encouraging bullying at that point.
I mean, for sure, there was a big amount of bullying going on, and there's certainly no teacher interception.
No.
There never is, by the way. Gosh. So So yeah, we go through actually a lot of ups and downs.
It has affected you.
It has affected me.
I can see it has affected you. You don't really know what to say about it.
Well,
you're struggling a little bit.
Well, I can't help but agree that it was kind of a slow movie, and it was kind of a, I don't know, I don't really know what we're left with. I think what the difference is that by the end of the movie, she is a little bit more of a person in the world. Because before, she really just put her head down and, never connected to anyone. And now she has put herself out there, which is always a good thing,
It's true.
She has made an identification for herself. Whereas before, clearly she excels at, every single thing.
Yes, she does.
But hid it. And now she is a full person, and she's allowed to have her own dreams. And that's a nice way to end the movie.
Well, that is. I think you don't even need to watch it anymore.
Well, just watch the last 20 minutes, maybe. That's where all the good stuff is.
I think that would be most confusing, though, if you just try to jump in at that point.
Okay.
Anyway, try it. See what happens.
Yes. Well, let us know if you've seen it and what you made of it. And if it was at all anything like your own high school experience. Because it wasn't like Sean's.
No. Nope.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.